Windows definitely broke it. He's talking to me through and
It is. Yeah, your voice seems to be muted on stream.
Okay, there we go. Is this working? I do apologize. I meant to check that before I hit stream, but I was like, the planet was loading in and I loaded in and I was like, it didn't occur to me that I wouldn't have 5 seconds to just make sure everything was set up properly. Immediately, tornado on my face.
I think
Okay.
Discord's using the wrong mic. You sound like you're talking through tin can.
Hang on, that's Discord.
On stream, you sound fine though.
Yeah, Discord is not set up properly. Of course, as per the usual, whenever Windows decides it wants to update, it resets everything. Please stop hunting me for a second.
Let's see.
There we go.
Join a game.
That should... Stop! Stop!
Connect.
Zombies! Okay.
Oh god! Responding to the zombies and tornadoes.
Yep, zombies and tornadoes. Sorry about that, guys. Hang on, I'm getting into the trader. We do have protection on, which means I can hop in here and actually do a proper intro. My bad. Okay. Everybody, welcome to the stream. We're playing... We are playing 7 Days to Die Rebirth in the server. This is the patron member server. I just put it up into the Discord. If you guys cannot get the information, you are a patron member, let somebody know. We'll make sure you get the information. But, let me make sure all of my lives are going. Because I don't know what I was thinking. I should have realized that probably was in fact a setting, and I probably should start the stream before that. But I tried to log in earlier, and I guess the server was off because I couldn't download the map, so I just got finished downloading the map like a second ago. I do apologize, guys.
Yeah, sorry, we didn't boot it until half an hour before.
Oh, that's okay,
stream.
that's okay. Change the microphone setting or the speakers. OBS does that too with the update sometimes. Always have to do mine, forget. Let me see. Yeah, that one's okay. Alright, let me go ahead and start the recording. There we go. So I do apologize, like the first part of the stream just didn't even have my audio. I was just extreme panicking, saying, hold on guys, hold on, I gotta get my audio sorted. Okay, so... Now then, let's find out how bad a server can be with this going, because we already know that this mod is like hell.
You think you're pretty smart now, don't you?
I think I'm hilarious, but I don't think I'm smart sometimes. What do I want to go with this time? Last time I went with Constitution. Constitution just still sounds like the best one, in my opinion. I'm just gonna do it.
Friend request to people. We might need to work together.
And it wants to download.
Yeah, I'll have to download the map, Richie.
So I'll be there in about a minute or so.
And... use them to craft a mod. Well, I cannot craft a mod right this second. Meet Briston! Which one is Briston? This one that's always talking about his butthole?
That decides we look like it's next meal.
And he wants to throw soap out and just let the zombies run through it.
Yes. talk to the trainer. Is that this guy? Might be this guy. Yeah. Select a class. Which one do we go with this time?
Wow, I started nowhere near you, and I'm currently in a trader.
What if we just go for a basic soldier? That seems like it might be easier to, like, upgrade for a server situation. Yeah, let's just do that. Okay. Alright. My voice is muted? You're
Found
good?
a naked
Wait,
reaper.
what? Oh yeah, okay, that was earlier. Alright, Christensen, Galen, Chaplin, Missy, how's everybody doing today?
Got a naked reaper on my head.
This is a family-friendly Minecraft server.
Rebirth doesn't play with family-friendly settings.
Let's see, which one do we go into?
Wow. Oh, look, got some bone knife.
Exactly.
Watch out, Reaper, there's a pig.
That's so many wows. All of chat's just like, wow. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Richie. I am alive.
Oh my god,
Nico,
that's
Emmett, how you
insane.
doing? You cut your hair? I cut my hair like at the beginning of last month. But thank you for noticing. Wiki, how you doing? Let me see. I think I'm gonna go with charisma for this one. Craft that. And use that because we are going to want to try and get ourselves some companions as quickly as possible. Now, what recipes did I actually unlock? Gather a combat stone axe and gather a pipe machine gun.
I'm already infected.
You've been here 2 seconds.
I know. Although when I logged in to test it earlier, I did spawn inside a tornado.
Well, that's a bad place to be, really.
Richie, I'd recommend getting to the trader as soon as you can. There'll be a
I've
lot
just
of
got
reading
to him.
do.
Combat stone axe. Track. Alright. Let's work on that. Oh no, I'm gonna have to turn that HUD thing off again. Wait. How do I turn that off? I forgot. Let's see.
There we go. Ally thing sent as well.
I was supposed to not ask who was Oreo. Apparently my dog's named itself Oreo.
I had a
Oh,
dog when I
boy.
logged in earlier, but I don't know where it is.
Time to build a band of hooligans? Yes, definitely.
I need to go check the radio and the traders and see where my dog is.
How did... It wasn't an option inside the base game, was it? Is it general? No. Communication, network, workaround, auto accept, auto share, temperature. I think it actually might have been in the full settings in order to get rid of that.
Um,
The little
Hey,
meters
buddy.
and stuff that exist on the
thirsty?
side of your
Why don't you get
crosshairs.
hydrated?
double check the settings, but on the server, change settings, I have to change it manually
Oh,
in the
that's fine.
XML, and then
That's
then,
fine. It can be changed for the
re-upload it.
next one. That is so much clutter on the HUD to have that added in.
I think it's called the streamer mode, so they can actually see their info without having to look at the sides of the screen, so that they don't.
Okay.
Because
Your dog might have died on
First,
spawn. Brett, place a bedroll and it might respawn on it. That's true. It
Yeah,
should
I'm gonna go-
respawn on your bedroll.
I haven't got a bedroll yet, so I'm going to go use the radio to call it back. Yeah, custom crosshair HUD, it's set to on in the XML, so I'll turn that off
Okay.
to stream.
It's just two bears just sitting there in the middle of the stuff in the things. Let me go over here. It is kind of awkward, though, that setting doesn't exist somewhere else where you can turn it on and off for just yourself individually instead of for the entire server.
Mm.
Because there might be people who like it on. Okay, Now, for those of you who don't know anything about the Rebirth mod, welcome. I have played it for a while now, and I still have no idea what I'm doing. So, should be entertaining. In your Rebirth game, one of your dog's name is Bingo. Till that song has been sung a few times, yeah.
Mine's called Storm.
Brute. For some reason, its location can't be found at the radio. So I need to find somewhere to just plop my bedroll down and see if that works.
Yeah, it's
Maybe it
either
needs
that
a
or it
spawn
bugged
spot.
out. Yeah, if it bugs out, you're just gonna have to, you know, go to the store actually, you know, and get something. And then the pipe machine gun, we're gonna need glue, bits of wood. Actually, let's go get a job because we can get most of those things inside of a job.
Kristen?
No, it can't be found. My dog fell through the world.
Oh no, I hate when that happens.
Bye, Brutus. I've got to dismiss you so I don't cause errors. I spawned myself a dog in.
We probably should also check this trader to see if we have any cool loot, which looting is not on at the traders. Okay, okay.
No, I left that off because I thought it was fairer.
If you
So
break it,
instead of just being the first
you
person that gets there
flash
gets
some
loot.
cash or get lost.
Okay,
You don't
that
buy
works.
something next time, I'll shoot you.
Jeb.
Let's make a pact. You do
Okay.
something for me, and maybe I won't kill you.
Okay, alright, yep. Can I already make myself some basic armor? The regular armor? I have forgotten primitive stuff. Yes, but I need all of these things. And I'm going to need cloth, so I might as well go to the Jeb.
And I have my new dog Taz.
Taz? That sounds cute.
That's the name of the dog I want a YouTuber I watch.
I see Oreo is special. Yes, Oreo is special. Very, very special. Missed the gap for the fence by like 5 times in a row. That is special. I just picked...
Oh, God.
Oh, someone said that the... Uh-huh. Now that would be so nice in the other version. Is there a way to update my game and update my version? Or would that break my game? Because these you
That'd
just...
probably break your game.
probably.
Come on, give me honeycomb. No.
I'm gonna be over encumbered in no time. I'm just gonna walk around yoinking everything. And it's not gonna be because I meant to. It just quickly goes into my pocket. I'm walking around like a Hoover. I really enjoyed the Hidden Harvest tour. Had any luck with the greenhouse negotiations? Nope. Sadly, he's kind of stuck on the price of it. The greenhouse that we were looking at is, you know, typically they set up shop and then they have like in the back is some stuff that's been used or whatever, especially if there's like a rental thing. Well, the greenhouse that I was looking at, I thought it was a used greenhouse and I was seeing whether or not I could get it for cheaper because it was a used greenhouse. I don't need a brand new greenhouse. A used one will do just fine. Well, apparently it wasn't used. It was just old. It's from last year, whereas some of the newer ones have come out and people have bought them, but the other one's still sitting there. And he was offering like a 15% discount because of how long it had been sitting there, plus 5% discount from the people who provide the greenhouses. And I was like, okay, yeah, that makes sense, but then they wanted $500 down for it. And I'm like, there is no way I can do $500 down. I'm just not even going to try it. That would put us in way too much of a bind right now, and things are tight for most folks. Spending it on something like that just seems like a bad idea, you know? So, sadly, we're not going to be able to do that, at least not anytime soon. I know I'm going a roundabout way to get to my area, but I am looking through garbage to see if I can find all the bits and pieces I need for my weapon. But thank you. The garden is actually looking kind of cool right now. Especially with the flowers. The snapdragons that came back, I'm shocked that they survived through the winter, but they did. And there we go. And it's kind of nice because I specifically moved and situated all of the snapdragons that I really like the colorations to. And as far as I can tell, all of them have survived. It's been quite nice. I even brought some in and, you know, put them inside a flower jar and all kinds of stuff like that. I have got so many vehicle bits.
You haven't got a base or boxes, you're just picking everything up.
Yeah, I'm checking all of the stuff because I was trying to see if I can find glue.
I know, I'm looking for glue now as well. I'm also looking for honey. Because I'm infected. Come on. Though I've only hit one tree stump
The
so
one
far.
tap pickup is useful, but you can destroy stuff so easily by misclicking on a table or such thing. No! I don't know what you mean by accidentally misclicking and breaking things. This happens? Obviously it happens. Exactly. I'm gonna take that so I can put some stuff in there whenever I go into the building. I found one glue! Kick flips. I've never seen this one. Don't do that. Show me your inventory. She's gonna go over there and get herself hurt. Ow! Okay. Now then, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put this garbage can down and store my crap in it. Can I scrap this? No, I'm just gonna drop it. Show your inventory. I can put those. Hold on. I can put the cash down here. And then I'll just go with that. I'll go with that. I think. Oh boy. I don't have a boat or anything.
Found 2 glue
Nice.
in the back of a car.
Come back out here.
A lot of red.
Over here. That's a lot of bad guys inside that building.
It's alright, Oreo can do it.
Oh boy. Oh boy, guys. I don't have my bedroll down either. Hang on.
Ooh, found a town reaper.
Just put that there. Just in case. Hello.
Oh, and I found 5 pipes in a bus. I can make a pipe machine gun.
Nice.
Turn around, dude. I'm not trying to hit you in the booty. Lady Meerkat, how you doing? Server wolf looting is going to be a real hard test with this rebirth. Gutting houses is the norm. Accidentally picking stuff up and maybe fires is going to decimate the houses. Yes, that is probably true. Probably true. There's going to be a whole lot of accidentally picking up a whole lot of crap as you're walking by and just tapping and it's like, ah, dadgummit, that just went right in my pocket. Come on out here,
I've
lady.
got respawn set quite quick as well for that reason.
Come back out here.
It's also going to show a real test of how much everyone wants to play together with seeker hordes and stuff.
Yeah, no
And wandering
kidding.
hordes and wandering herds. Oh no, bear.
Come back here. Let her come to us. Let her come to us, Oreo. Stop your things. Okay, that's fine. You have to break line of sight with the doorway. That way we don't wake up anybody we didn't mean to. Don't you go in there! See, that's exactly what I'm talking about, Oreo. We need to have conversation. Stop your things. Just gonna be the same thing. Oh my gosh. I don't even have a bow and arrow to try and take them out. Koro, how you doing? Is fire spread on? Yes. I think in order to have the fire hydrant to start with, the fire spread has to be on.
Shiny!
Oreo is just a little bit excitable. Yeah, no kidding. I need a way of... Okay, that's not what I meant to do. I need a way of waking them up. That's not gonna work. That's not gonna work. Do I have anything I threw? These? Aha. I need a bow and arrow.
For you or me?
You had an annoying day. Meant to tell you I love your hair, alright? I'm gonna go to the bar for a drink. Later, nerd. Alright, Koro. I hope your day gets better. I hope it gets a whole lot better for you. Can I just wake up one person? That's all I want.
Throw a stone?
I tried, they're asleep. So it just bounces off of them.
Heavy sleepers.
Yeah. I don't want to wake up all... There's 6, 7 inside this room. It just looks like one room right here, which means I'm not going to be able to, like, block them off with doors or something like that. Did that wake up somebody, or did that wake up somebody outside? Dadgummits. Who made that noise? Oh, man. This job is going to take too long. I don't have the stamina to fight all of them, though. Especially since they're that little jumpy dude. I don't know if that's an explodey dude. No, it's just a regular spider. I don't have a gun yet. Can somebody wake up, please? Just one person, though. You can't tell me you don't see me. There we go. There we go. No, don't wake everybody up. Don't wake. Don't wake up everybody. Come on over here. Ah. Wait, what are you saying about burning my base down?
Nothing.
Uh-huh.
Said strength in numbers.
Evilness.
Me and Reaper are not working together.
Uh-huh.
Chicken! I'm gonna catch it. I got a chicken!
Nice. Oreo, yes. Okay, if I can just get them one at a time, I can definitely complete this and not die day one, hopefully. What are all of those noises? What are all of those noises? You did not just send a horde at me!
You got the first horde. Oh.
Hold on, I'm looking.
I still need to find honey.
I don't know. They're a block away. It might be a horde. I don't know. I have got to get this completed and get out of here before it sends a horde. Come on, one of you wake up. What are you doing? What are you doing with your afterlife, dude?
Doing what everyone says and sleeping when they're dead.
Oreo! Oh. How many did that wake up? Just one? Okay, we can handle one. We can handle one. Is this server available to membership? Yes, it is. The information for it is on the Discord. It is inside the pinned comments of the Discord.
YouTube member.
Yeah.
Might not
Members
log.
and patrons. Is that a real bike in the window? Yeah, it does look like. Make a good point. Oh, you can't interact with it. I think it's really cool that they got hot dog. That they've got skateboards in here. It's really neat. Okay, okay.
Oh my god, all I need is glue.
Oh, mining cars. Oh, found your trader, Liz. Please be repairable. I'm having this car.
Okay, okay. Come this way? Come this way? This is good, this is good. This is actually the one I was worried about having in the mix of all of the other bad guys. Let him come over here. Where did he just disappear to? It's illegal.
I've not managed to find a single Evo to repair. I found one in the first day on this server.
Okay, we are. this is very slow going, but it's fine. You just decided you are not going to wake up, so there we go.
And if there's any YouTube members are in the Discord and can't see the information, if they message me, I can sort that out.
Yeah, if you're a member and for some reason or another you can't get into there, because YouTube membership works differently than Patreon, I don't know why. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But if you can't get to the information in the patron section, let us know. We will get you the information.
Message me anytime for that problem.
Do what?
They can message me anytime for that problem.
Yeah, Bredicus in the Discord. He has volunteered, you guys heard him. Oh, well, he's awake now. Come on over here. That way you don't go after anybody else. Come back over here. Let him come over here so we don't wake anybody else up. Wait for it. Hold. Nah, hold. Okay, now get him. Nice. Gray, how you doing? Well, that woke up all the last ones. What's up?
I think we ran into your horde that was a block away.
Be careful about
I
that.
have a spare red tea recipe for you. Or a Reaper or for Reaper.
Oh my god, that just scared the hell out of me. I was like, that's a very lifelike mannequin.
Everyone's naked.
Yeah.
Here, anybody want this? Red tea recipe.
Either way, I'll take it. Reaper might take it. I don't know.
I'm not entirely sure where you are, but it'd be useful.
Apparently you're 2.5 kilometers away from us, Richie.
Yeah, I spawn quite a distance away from peeps, I think.
Ooh, there's meds up this side, Liz. Your question.
I have a hat.
Is he protecting the most important thing, your brain?
Yes, definitely. Weapons bag. Parts. Extender mod, okay.
Do we want to find a base for all of us together, or
That could be fun, definitely.
strength in numbers?
This doesn't have anything to do with what I was seeing you guys talking about catching a base on fire, was it?
No, but I probably will burn down a very large chunk of the server.
Rebirth mod? Yes. Oh. Now, in order to play in the server, you are going to have to download the Rebirth mod yourselves. This is not a server-side only mod, which is what we usually run. In the link in one of my videos, in my normal, everyday YouTube, More to Me for Life, those videos, all of them, there is a link for the Rebirth Discord, and that is where you can find the mod if you are hunting it.
It is the latest version.
Why don't I pick up things like shelves and stuff like that? Because we're in the server and we're trying not to tear apart POIs. Later, typically what I do is for the first couple of days in a server, I will go through and just do missions really quick to just try and earn some money and stuff. But afterwards, after we get past like tier 1 missions, I will go in and double loot a building. The first time I'll tear apart the building, and the second time I'll go back in and actually do the mission. The reason we do that is because whenever you have new people coming into a server all the time, like they could be starting on day 5, they could be starting on day 7, they could start on day 20. You don't want all of the buildings empty, because then that just makes it so unimmersive for the next person who's walking into a building after you. Oh. There we go. So what we do is we have a double loot policy. You go through, you loot it one time, grab everything you want out of it, rip it apart if you want to, and then as soon as you reset, the only thing you do is empty containers. Okay. That takes care of all that. Now I've got to hopefully be able to move. Yes. I take my bedroll with me. Have I tried playing the insane difficulty? With the default settings on vanilla? You mean on the Rebirth mod? No. Have I tried insane difficulty on base game 7 days? Yes. As far as Rebirth mod goes, I don't think I would want to try this on insane difficulty. There's still so much stuff that I don't know how to work on this particular mod at all. It would be silly to immediately turn it on the highest difficulty level and then get frustrated because I kept dying.
Hang on 1 second, I've just got Shishimi messaging me about member.
Okay.
Are they a YouTube member for...
Yeah, they are.
Okay. I'm just gonna have to set their role then.
The lights sell for a decent coin. Yes, they do. Most of the electronics sell for a decent amount, and a lot of the shelves sell for a decent amount. The problem is like the TVs, they don't sell. The ovens and stoves don't sell, which is kind of weird. Beds with their mattresses on sell. They don't sell great, but they do sell. But the ones without the mattresses do not sell at all.
Shimi should be in the Patreon members role now.
Don't spend it all in one place. You
okay,
got
so
money
your
this
inventory,
time,
I
or
will
you
sell
just
you
here
that
to
one.
piss me off?
I am here to piss you off, right? That is why I am here. You caught me. There's no sell price on that. Do I worry about car parts right now? I kind of feel like I still
Be
worry about
careful
car
out
parts.
there. You wouldn't want to get hurt.
I have 2 starters. It's probably not going to sell for very much, but I can sell you one of them.
Let's get this
I forgot I was in the air
with.
as I came back to the game.
A sale is a sale, even if it is to a scumbag like you.
Uh-huh.
You put me on the other side of town from you.
That's 1 glue. I need more than that. Okay, so what I'm gonna do... did you guys already pick out a building?
No. Obviously, we're going to make something decently sized for, what, 3 of us or more?
There is a place right next to the traders. It's a crack-a-book and Savage Country. It's a bit of a fixer-upper, but it could do as a first base.
Okay. Is it made of concrete, or at least stone?
Yeah.
So I don't burn it down?
I don't know whether or not the floors in between or the walls in between are all, but the floors, the structure itself is stone.
Okay, I'm here. I'm good with that. And it's right next to the Evo.
Gray is streaking in chat.
Healing.
Gray! This is a family-friendly
Yeah, right
Minecraft
next to the
server.
Evo,
What
I
you
want to
doing?
steal.
Huh?
And it's right next to the Evo I want to steal in that car park next to us.
Well, it seems like a good place. At least to start with. We don't have to... We can go in here and set our boxes down and move up into the top floor or something like that. That'll give us a good starter place.
Sounds good. I'll just be 1 second.
Zombie Ken. Ah, man. No, go back to sleep. Yeah. No, get him, guys. Get him. Jeez, I can't hardly move. Oh, that was a bit of a mess. Butt cheek. Don't you hate it when you get a cramp right there? It sucks. I'm gonna set my garbage can down right quick and put my bedroll down.
Yeah.
Just so I don't go.
I just see a bin appear in front of you.
It's magic. Don't question it.
Okay, I'm just gonna put my bedroll there. I don't have any storage boxes, but I have a chicken.
Well, I would say you've won this one. This time.
We're having nuggets.
Sounds good.
Oh, there's no comic books.
Comic books? Isn't there usually an Ed behind the shelf?
There's a cardboard box behind
Is the server PC only or cross-platform? I would assume it's PC only because a mod's running. They haven't put mods on consoles yet, have they?
No. Yeah. Even our server-side mods wouldn't work for cross-platform. As far as I know.
Oh boy, I'm not gonna be able to get used to that. Being able to pick them up with one tap, you know? I'm gonna take that with us for storage.
I now have 4 bullets.
Oh, well, that's a bit broken. Where did you go?
What?
My dog was just like off nowhere.
Oh.
Doing whatever.
I wonder if it'll take me 18 days to find a wrench.
Nah.
But I did find 2 table saws. And I've got 7 pipes. If you need pipes, behind you. Hey, you've got the same sack you have in Fallout.
Look, behind you, Brodicus.
Reaper's wearing your sack from Fallout.
See, Reaper just wanted the sack. Thought PC only, someone asked you. Ah, okay, gotcha. It is understandable. Can I pick these up for storage? No, I cannot.
Well, we have sinks down here, so at least we've got water sources we can take
I'm gonna
upstairs.
take them upstairs. Can I take this? There's that cloth I need. What class am I doing? I'm just doing soldier right now. I'm hoping it'll be a little easier to figure out than my other one.
It must be easy to figure it out. It's the class I'm using.
Quest failed tier 1, clear the area. What?
No,
It's
I
been removed by the
sorry,
quest
that was
owner?
me, I think.
Oh, it's okay, it's okay.
don't know which. I don't know which way it was supposed to go.
I don't know, but I need to go oh my gosh, hard lag. We might be getting a horde.
Sorry, I'm watching the server to make sure. No, it was Chaplain joining.
Ah, okay.
Well, it's about as lethal as a horde.
Uh-oh.
Worse.
Who am I hearing? Who's fussing?
I know.
Good heavens. There we go.
I am full up. I need stuff to...
Aussie waifu came to say hi to me? She sure did. Stop touching my Oreo. Oh, that doesn't sound right. You know what? I'm gonna rephrase that.
Yes, no one steals your Oreos.
Yes. Okay, how do we get to the upper floor?
I think we're supposed to jump up the stairs. Unless there's something in the lift that we missed. No?
Hmm.
This is a tier 3. We definitely chose an easy POI.
Oh,
I
yeah,
jumped up and
definitely.
the light's leading this way.
Okay, that
Yeah, you're supposed
works.
to jump the stairs.
Knock,
If I could actually jump.
knock, housekeeping.
There we go.
I wonder if they changed it to where the ovens and
what
stuff
color?
actually have a cost to them now.
Found a nappy.
I mean, hey, propane.
Nice.
We need to get the other side too. I'm already over encumbered. Oh. Hey, Reaper.
I think I remember this one from the when we were testing your mod. Don't touch the floor. The floor is lava. I
Yeah.
remember we had a tunnel through this one. Which means that, yeah, the way out is here, up this wooden plank. And then a rope.
I can't use those. Okay.
Wooden rope all the way to the roof.
I need to be able to move. Oh, up higher.
Just watch out, the ledge to the left is a little bit broken. I'm not moving so I don't wake anything up.
Okay. Uh-oh. I woke something up.
Stupid bird.
No! My stamina! Oh no, he's gonna go over there and teabag that bird. Okay, I really need help. Really need help. I'm going down. I need to drop off. I cannot do this. Cannot do this. They're gonna kill me. I need more storage. Ah, not that way, not that way. These,
They all
oh
jump
my
down following
goodness.
you. They're not bothered about me.
Well, they're just gonna have to come down here with me then.
Stupid zombies, you can't even open the door.
Can I drop anything on top of these? Yes. I need more storage. I guess I can try and set down bookstore box. Yes.
Hey, I'm just clearing the rest of the roof. I'm not going any
Okay.
further yet.
She's just in there making noises.
I now have 8 bullets.
Over. Did all of them follow me downstairs? Who am I hearing? Oh, there you are. Stop, stop. Lady. Stop. That. Walk around. Ma'am! Okay, never mind. My dog just annihilated you through the wall.
Good Oreo.
Okie dokie. That sounded bad.
There's the zombies in the stairwell.
Is there anything inside this section right here? Where's... Okay, okay, I see, I see. Stairwell zombies?
Oh, I found a Prussian blue. Yeah, now we can clear the other floors, but here the stairs are blocked, so this would actually make a good floor to live on. And then have the farm on the roof, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Nope, nope, nope. Give me that. So I'm gonna leave that sink there then. Does this have a cost? Sell price $1. Did this get fixed? No. Why are TVs not worth anything?
There's nothing on.
Well, there's nothing on the computer either, so...
Yeah, but you... dog! Yeah, but if there was no TV broadcast, I wouldn't be able to watch TV. Whereas if it was the apocalypse and I still had my computer, I'd have thousands of hours of content.
Kinda makes sense, I guess. I reckon.
They must be on the floor below us. There's a drop down in the other side on the other apartment. I have shoes.
Nice. Oh, that's a wall safe. I'm not even gonna try and open that right this second. Okay, so... Where do we want to set up base?
I'm gonna finish clearing out the floor below us. There's still
Where's
one
Bam?
floor.
Bam went out of town to go check on something, basically. Someone was fisting to scrap something, and he's like, no, let me take a look at it before you scrap it, and he went to go check on it.
Ugh. Oh no, I'm trapped. I fell into here.
You're not supposed to do that.
Go on, Taz, get him.
Can you-
before they break through the stairs?
I'm hammering at the stairs. Is this not connected at
Yeah.
all?
There's no staircase. I found the loot. Wonder if
That
there's
sounds
any
like a
ammo
whole
here.
lot of bad.
Yeah, I think they're in the elevator. Oh no! I blew up. Hey, the house didn't set on fire.
This time. Okay, I'm setting down storage so we can clean out pockets. There we go. Need to find the best way to get in and out of this section, even though we don't have any... let's probably go all the way back up to the roof, yeah. You know
Yeah,
what?
they're
As a
all
matter
on
of
that
fact, I'm
floor
just gonna
below, no
drop
one-
off before I do that. That makes more sense.
Drop off the roof.
Yeah. Um... just go with random this.
I wonder I couldn't find any containers to pick up.
Yeah, I was getting them. Bringing them in here.
They have an owner. So I'm not quite sure how they'll work with us. Can I get in them? Yeah, I can. I just can't dump into them automatically.
That's gonna be a bit awkward.
At least I can still get in them.
Actually, that... Well, we can sell it for now, I guess. Oh, because it's already light armor. That's right, that's right.
I'm gonna go finish clearing out this floor. I might die again.
Yep, maybe. I'm gonna try and bring everything up here because we need to set up like a... Which side do we come up on? Over here? Yeah. We just set up a grill and things like that. But Bam is like, someone moved into an area and there's like an old wood chipper on the property and they're like, we're gonna scrap it because, you know, we don't want it here. So he's like, hold that thought, and he's gonna go look at it before they just scrap a wood chipper. Because we could certainly use one if it does work.
They could come in handy for wood chips for your garden.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, this floor's cleared. I think.
This is getting complicated. Give me this. Give me that. Thank you. Make sure I can still move. I can.
Yeah, the door on the floor works.
Okay.
I just found 4 medkits.
You can dump, but I think it requires a higher pack mule, and you need to turn the Wi-Fi on. Okay. Well, that will definitely be helpful if we can dump into each other's boxes too. That will save time. Oh no! Can I even make this jump? Yeah. Okay, there we go. There we go. I will eventually make it there. This is me in real life. Whenever I go grocery shopping, I load up to try and get everything inside so I make less trips even though I can barely move.
I just had a look at pack mule. It just says into hired NPCs inventories.
Okay, so we probably just need to turn the Wi-Fi on the boxes then.
No, we could try it. I think it uses the owner tag to...
Maybe it could make it to where that way you don't accidentally dump into some random person's tag that is in that area.
Yeah. Got him full. I need to make a way back up to that floor from this floor. Where your dog stood. I'm just going to break this piece of rubble. And I found some blocks in a chest down, in a box down there. So I can put a ladder in. And then I'm going to grab one of the boxes from down there. I may have just dropped your dog down a floor.
That's fine. Let me drop... I've gotten 1 glue. 1 damn glue. I need 6.
6? What for?
Parts. To make my rifle? Hold on, let me make sure I'm... pipe... Machine gun? Oh, it was 6 pieces of wood. I just need 1 more glue then. Okay.
I might have 1 glue
Glued
in my
here.
bin downstairs.
just drop all of the things. I do have 2 schematics for steroids. I've already read one, so you guys are more than welcome.
I think I already have that one.
This is sellable. Yes, it is. Okay, I'm gonna take all of these to the trader.
Forget if someone
There we
already
go.
knows this. If you already know a schematic and no one else wants it, you can read it to increase your intelligence.
Okay. How much wood could a wood chipper chip if a wood chipper could chip wood? That's a very good question, assuming it works at all.
Let me guess. You make up your mind or make your way out. Are you trying to pull a fast one? The shelves are full, so are you trying to pull a fast one? The shelves are full, so I ain't buying any more of those.
There we go. All right. I need to find me 1 glue. Let me get another job.
Walking at goods, and that's all you buy?
Sounds like someone near me has the poops.
I don't like
Is that you, Reaper?
but maybe I'll change my mind if you do something for me.
It's 150. Really wish they would change it to where the chicken rations and stuff like that don't cause dysentery.
Don't they go off eventually?
Okay, that's a little bit. And that. That'll keep me going while I run and go try and do another job so I can find me another glue.
Oh, yeah, I'm supposed to be checking them. If you go past the base, have a look at my bin out front. See if I put a glue in there.
Nope. It is fine. I think this time I'm going to check out the place, and if it's got enough electronics, we might do the double thing, just so I can get some stuff and things before we run out of daytime.
Oh, yeah, it's 3-hour days with a 4-hour of night.
So you're saying there's
You know,
a chance?
Four in-game hours of night.
Oh, my health is very low. Oh, I forgot you could actually make
You
just
said you
regular
needed glue,
bandages.
right, Liz?
Yeah, I just need 1 glue.
Alright, well, I'm gonna slowly make my way up to you, and I actually have some in my inventory. The loot hoarder in me is paying the price.
Yeah, if you get too heavy, Richie, you won't be able to move.
Radio, I'll keep that one in mind.
It's next door. Okay.
Oh boy.
Light mod? Yeah, it'd be nice if I had a light mod. There's the glue! Hold on, we're going back. Before I even take the mission. Let me go make my weapon.
At least helmet light mods are very easy to make. Is all you gotta do is find a torch.
Yeah. I don't think I found one either. What's with all of the explosions? I check here, see if maybe I can find a cooking pot. There's a couple more glue though.
Now you found enough, you're gonna find it everywhere.
Yep, that's usually how it works. Quest failed, tier 1 clear. But why?
No shed quest. chicken in my pocket.
Good heavens. Hang in. There we go. I can make a quality 3 now. I probably should go ahead and make that too. Cannot wait till I get the ability to make frames. Your dog is down here running at the wall.
Oh, all I need is 8 rope and I can make the toolbox.
There we go. And all the way up. Okay, pipe machine gun. Craft. Do I have the stuff to make myself another axe? Combat axe. I need... sticks. And a stone. Okay. Well, that's not where I was putting those.
Yeah, there's. Found 4. I found 4 in the boxes down in the loot.
Oh. Thank you,
There's a
thank you.
toolbox. Okay, I have a screwdriver somewhere. I have a screwdriver.
Empty water glass, magazine extender. Let me put that on there. Okay, that's a thing that we have done. That does not fit in there. Okay, bandages. I guess it's better than nothing. You serious? I only got enough to make one of those. Okay, 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 okay. Not this one.
No.
Was it this side? Yeah. Okay, well, let me run and go do this. Health is still low, but I think we're gonna be okay, especially now that, you know, I've got a weapon. Weapon with it that throws ammo. Does anybody know if Ramsey said anything about Rebirth coming to the mod launcher? I have no idea. I'm kind of surprised it hasn't come to the mod launcher. I will tell you guys, as far as the dysentery goes, if you have to drink the water and eat the food, then get yourself one of the purified waters out of the vending machine to fix everything up afterwards. It works pretty well.
Okay.
Okie dokie, I'll definitely need to keep that one in mind.
I could have... Did I make that? No, I didn't make it. I didn't make it. Never mind. I was supposed to say, did I make it and then just leave it there? No, I didn't make it. Let me highlight so I can go ahead and make it. Do that. I'm gonna take all their little bushes. Never mind, I just broke it. And it takes stone to fix. Okay. I'll be right back, dude. I know you were talking to me. We're fixing to go mano a mano, and then I broke my weapon. It's not your fault. It's my fault. It's not me. It's you. I mean, yeah, the opposite of what I just said. Whoa! First aid schematic! You're just not interested with... Oh, okay, gotcha. Not interested in the whole Discord thing.
I need to make an easier way out of this building.
I think just like some frames going up the front side of the building in and out of one of the, like the center hallway.
Unfortunately, the front of the building is in the apartment across from where you set up. So right now, I'm just going to take out a window and build a ladder.
That will work. And then axe. Just gonna sit here and keep fighting with her, huh? Cast schematic. I'll just read one of those.
Should be able to see the ladder on the trader side.
Golden tea recipe.
Who keeps leaving the trader door open?
I'm pretty sure it's that dude standing by the thing talking about his butthole. Huh? My stamina.
Rex is such a pleasant person, isn't he?
Yep. Don't do it. Oh, jeez. Okay. No. Crazy lady. Aussie waifu. Getting some good RNG on those books, I really am. What's that? Oh my goodness, he's sliding. Okay. Were you doing a job over here, Reaper? Oh, dude's got green hands. In the cheek. Where's your doggo? Did you start with one? Oh no. Bear, wolf, boar, wolf, bear. Okay, game. Let's see what you're doing. Yes, it will not stall at all. It will launch everything at you, including a horde of just random things.
Next up will be the poodle horde, chap.
Yep. Oh. Herbal antibiotic recipe. Let's go
Liz,
over
could
here.
you invite me back to the team? I got DC'd.
Yeah.
Thank you, Candy.
Just walking around picking up random things. You and I have
I'm
got
gonna
the
come
same
over and help
job.
you with that mission.
Hashtag spawn bear. No. We are not playing with integrations on right now. Definitely not. Not on day one, ever. Hold on, we got a chicken? Wait for it.
Remember, you gotta catch the chicken.
Did I get it?
Mm-mm.
Yes, I did. Okay.
I'll go on. Have cooking pot.
Moose ball. Okay.
You just find a crucible.
Moose ball. A big animal.
Moose bull. Oh.
A male moose.
It's massive.
That's what she said. If I wasn't going to say it, you were going to say it, Liz.
Oh, you beat me to it. Oh, Restream let me know 3 different times. Hey, we got 100 messages. Now there's 103 because Restream got overexcited.
Hey, do you know that you've got 100 messages?
Ah, apparently. That's some weird garbage. Is this how garbage is supposed to act? Is this supposed to look, at the screen. Is this how garbage is supposed to act?
What on? It's defying the laws of physics.
It really is. It's a sentient being, apparently. Like it's even standing up without the thing leaning against it. It's not how garbage is supposed to act.
Fair warning, I may be dipping in like 20, 30 minutes.
Dipping?
Dipping.
Dipping? You mean going on a date? Is that what you mean by dipping?
Yeah.
Alright. Wait, is food involved? Far be it from me to be a parent who mooches in on y'all's day to get food.
I will text you.
Okay, alright, thank you. It's the only way to get me interested in something, offer food.
Well, I think that was Tigress. So tell
Yeah.
her I said hi.
They said hi. She just locked the door, never mind. Bring you a doggy bag? Yes. That's essentially it. It's like, come on, I want a snack. I mean, while you're there, I'm not asking for you to go out of your way to get me a thing, but if you just happen to be there.
You know, bring me some food.
Yeah. Ugh. There we go. Oh no. Jeez.
We've got to search the party girl, Reaper.
I love it. Yeah. Dude, if someone's going to a restaurant, I want a little bit of food. Just every time. I'm not even picky about the place in which the food is coming from. I do have a couple of water barrels, my bad, in case anybody puts in some farm plots. You know, if anybody gets that offer or whatever. I think I'm gonna go change out my other ammo, and I'm eventually gonna remember how the heck I get off of this floor.
You go out that broken in the room where I put my bed down. There's a broken window right next to the kitchen. You go out that. There's a ladder all the way down.
Oh. That'll work. I'm gonna go change out my ammo. Wait, why did my job move to somebody else's job? Don't do that.
I took a job. It might have auto-changed it.
Might have.
No, take your time. It's fine. I don't mind it when a zombie comes and chews on my asshole.
See? He's always talking about his butthole. I'm sure people thought I was joking. I was not joking. But literally that dude just sits around here and talks about his butthole. Okay, I need to swap ammo. Right, I don't want the 9mm ammo. I want 7.62 ammo. I did that wrong. There we go. Oh well, the transaction was probably... Hold on. To be fair, he lives with Rex. That's probably true. That might be the reason he has a sensitive butthole. This is not lore that I wanted to know, but thanks.
Oh boy.
I mean, everybody has to pay their way in the apocalypse. What's the phrase? Whenever you're getting a ride from somebody?
That's all right.
Grass. Gas. Or, well, you know.
I need to find more 7.62. I've only got 17 bullets.
I've got 19. It may not be the best deal in the world, but it does, at least it does offer you the chance to change out ammo that you don't want for ammo you do want. Grass, gas, or ass. No one rides for free. That's the phrase. That's the phrase.
Yeah, we just had to check his tattoo to make sure he spelled it all right.
Oh, really? Okay, you're still doing your mission. I'm gonna run over here then. No, don't interrupt them in their mission. Leave them be. What the hell is going on here?
I think Rita's done with her mission.
I don't know. Y'all got bad guys falling off the back of that building.
And I fell off the back of that building.
I did not mean to pick up that garbage can. There's someone behind me! No, Karen, this is my garbage. Go back home and get your own garbage. Tell him to stop drinking. It wouldn't be such a bad thing. I don't think that actually... I can equip that as a weapon. Yeah, sure. Do I have to wait a certain amount of time after you finish your mission before I can activate, or...
Don't know if that setting was set or not.
Let's check. Does anybody want to do mission with me?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, reset. Not available until 1853. Okay, never mind.
I'll go back to
Ooh,
looking for
cooking
a
pot.
cooking pot then.
No! That's my cooking
You saw it
pot.
first. Ah, I found baking pans.
Baking pans?
For the oven.
Huh. We've got a couple of minutes. I guess I will go home and set up a cooking area.
Yeah, I'm just sort of crossing the wilderness. Right now, you know, making my way up to you.
Got a chicken.
I've got a chicken in a box at home.
I do too. We're gonna have so many chickens. I'm gonna go back and make a cooking area because I've got a few cans. I want to see if I can make any food because I am actually hungry. Since I've got a little bit of time before I can start that mission anyway. Don't choke it. Don't choke the chicken. No, don't do that. That's mean. Poor chicken.
Get over here, dog.
You got a pot? Good, we can create a couple of cooking places. I have
No,
not
I
found
didn't
very
find a
many
cooking pot,
jars.
but yeah, I need food and water.
How much was it
This is
in
a
order to get the...
restaurant. Ooh, this is like a tier 0 restaurant.
You might be able to find one in there.
That's what I'm thinking.
At that side.
If not, I can steal kitchen cabinets for storage.
Why are you fighting with that big man?
Oh, has Reaper found one of the special ones?
It's the zombie bully. Really tall dude. Makes weird noises.
I came across one that had a blue name earlier on, big fat guy. That started chuckling at me.
Yep.
Oh,
There's a
my
lot
stamina!
of
My stamina!
changes.
Hold on. Jeez. Why? Why all of the crawly dudes? Daggum! Eating up all of my ammo. There we go. There's another chicken. Got it. Okay, I wonder whether or not one of us should at least try and go after... What on earth is going on with this thing?
Oh, I think you get stuck on the window lip.
I noticed. My leg is sprained now.
I never actually tested the ladder.
I'll go this way. Just stand here and vibrate on this.
Well, there was no cooking pot in this place.
Okay, so campfire. I need 5 small... How do I not have 5 small stones? What do you mean?
Did you turn the Wi-Fi on all your boxes?
Probably not. Oh, I did craft me an axe earlier, so I probably actually used up all of my stone.
There is a campfire in the other side of the floor. Put it on the kitchen side. You left your dog
Need
downstairs.
2 more? Thank you.
There we go.
Campfire. I'll set it right there. Put that on there. And can I make anything yet? No. I'm missing like a can here or a can there from actually being able to craft something, and a lot of these recipes, I almost forgot, require goldenrod tea as well, so... not goldenrod tea, but goldenrod itself.
I have a bunch of goldenrod in one of my boxes somewhere. I did pick up
Is this the
replacement
back of the
kitchen
building?
cabinets then.
Yeah, that's the back of the building. Hmm?
I did pick up some replacement kitchen cabinets though.
Ow. I need to stop falling all over the place. My ankles just can't take it. Did I change the floor layer for your chooks yet? No, not yet. I have just been piling it on. My chickens have been growing way faster than my last batch of chickens, and I have a feeling that instead of working on my irrigation this upcoming weekend, we're gonna have to put the chicken pen in so I can start introducing the chickens to the main flock so they can eventually get moved out, because I don't think they're gonna be able to be in the brooder much longer. My hydration is so low. Do I have
What's your hydration at?
17?
Oh, come here. I did find something.
We can still drink out of a puddle, though, right? There's your inventory. I'm so close
found
to
a
being able to get
distilled
that
water.
one. Are you beating up on my dog? Stop it.
Not me.
Okay.
Smells like a dead hobo's asshole. Oh. Yeah, that makes sense.
See, that time he said it smells like a dead hobo's asshole. I didn't even catch that line. So there's more than one line talking about butthole.
Mm-hmm.
He's talking about you. I don't think so. I'm just gonna assume he has no idea what he's talking about. Hello!
You know it is.
I'm looking for
Are
a
you
sewage
going
area.
back to base?
The base is this building right here.
Okie dokie.
There's a ladder to get in
I
there. I fixed it.
Aha! There's a water thingy back behind us. I need to get down here. Without injuring my foot more.
I
Why are
see.
you looking for a water source?
So I can drink? Get full on drink?
I've got boiled water on the cook. And I've got distilled water for you.
Whoa, it actually killed me! Oh, did I put my bedroll down? Yeah, I drank
Water.
nasty water. Yes, I killed death by water.
Without being submerged.
Yeah. Apparently I can't swim.
If you check the last kitchen cupboard, like the one against the window I put down, there's some distilled water in there.
Oh, well, I'm fully hydrated now, so I feel
Hello,
fine.
Rick.
Richie spawned in as a woman.
Yep.
Okay, just checking that it wasn't a mistake.
I think Richie usually
It's
plays a
pain to
woman.
delete- It's a pain to delete a character and start again.
To be honest with you, I just hit start game. I wasn't exactly paying attention, so it was sort of, alright, I'm a woman now, apparently.
Okay, well, I was not meaning to actually kill myself there. I might have hit the button a few too many times without paying attention, but it's fine. It's fine, guys.
You not pay attention? Never.
Yeah, no kidding. It's absolutely chill, though. This way. Now I can go back and do my job, and I don't have a broken foot. Fan out and try to find a distiller. Actually, fan out and see if you can find any of the workbenches.
We haven't got a wrench yet to be able to pick it up.
That's very true, but if it's a working one, at least we'll know where to go find one.
Well, the trader's got them all.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Never mind. I keep forgetting that's a thing.
Alright, it's got a large chunk. It's got a large chunk of them.
Yeah. Women do have a perceived smaller hitbox, so spawning as a woman is a great choice. Ah, okay. have to wait a few more minutes. And it's more fun to mess with other players? I guess. Why on earth? That is annoying. They need to stop that. Fun Pimps, please, please work on the multiplayer version of this. There are just some things that need to be fixed. What did you do with your hair? Why is everybody mentioning my hair today? My hair's been cut for over a month now. Nobody said anything about my hair for an entire month. Why is everybody noticing my hair now? Does it look weird? Am I doing weird? No, it's the same. I'm confused. Yes. Have fun, be careful! I am confused.
Brett, do you know how to separate items out?
But thank you.
What do you mean?
Well, I've got 2 cooking grills, and I was going to put one on this, and then, you know, put the other onto another.
It's
Or
white?
do they just wear out?
No.
It's not red anymore? My hair hasn't been red in,
I'll drop it on the
right-click.
floor. You see.
No.
like a
Change your
year.
inventory. Pick it up.
Mhm.
Right-click it, and it'll split the stack.
Unless you've only been looking at my thumbnails, and my thumbnails still had a little bit of red
Right-click and
tinge
drag
to
it
them
somewhere
because it
else.
was growing out, and
got
those
it.
were old photos.
Okay, so that one now
But
has a
I've
grill
been
on it.
growing the red out of my hair now for 2 years, and it's been very, very noticeable for a year. It's very, very white. They're lagging behind IRL? Okay, it's fine, it's fine.
No, maybe YouTube. Maybe YouTube's powered by Internet Explorer.
With your headphones on, your hair looks incredibly short, noticeably shorter today? Really? It's kind of my trademark. Yeah, it was, but I got tired of dyeing my hair and I got tired of what it was doing to my hair, so I stopped to see if I would like it, and I kind of do, so I've just stopped dyeing my hair. I don't dislike the color. It's not, I do miss my red, but I don't dislike my natural color. And since I stopped dyeing my hair, it feels so much healthier, like noticeably healthier. Even though my barber barely knows me, I say my barber, my hairstylist or whatever, but even though they barely know me, they can tell a difference in the way my hair feels. So, and it's like, my hair feels alive now instead of dead and dried out and stuff like that. So I'm like, you know what? I don't have to pay money to dye my hair. I don't mind the color that it is. I do occasionally miss the red, but, you know. I also kind of feel like, I think after all of these years, I've kind of earned every single bit of white or silver that might be there. Just call it my sparkly colors, you know? It's fine. Goes my sparkling personality. Gas pump.
I'm gonna make some cooking pots in the forge at
The
trade.
dyes are murder to your hair. They really are. My hair's been fried for the longest time. I have been dyeing my hair since... basically since I was in high school. And I'm not going to tell you how many years that's been. I stopped dyeing my hair when I went into the military. And when my children were born. And then after my children were born, I started dyeing my hair again. So this whole time, I've been dyeing my hair like a specific color of red that I like because my hair was always auburn. And it got a little bit darker whenever I had my kids, and I was like, no, I want it lighter again. Well, I just dyed my hair a color that I remember it being, and then, you know, occasionally doing some funky hair color around holidays and stuff like that. So yeah, and then I just eventually got to where I started seeing less and less of that color at the roots, and I was like, I wonder what color my hair actually is now. Come to find out, there's not a single red hair left on my head. There's not really even brown hair left on my head at all. Not even a little bit.
Okay, I can't make cooking pots. I need an anvil.
Come on out there, lady. Sparkly colors are good. They're okay. They're okay. I'll be honest with you, and this is gonna sound stupid. I know what it sounds like, and it's weird. But if I had never watched The Walking Dead, I probably would not have been that comfortable doing it. But come on, Carol. Despite being a gray-headed lady, which, you know, most of the world tells you if you're a gray-headed lady, you have no use anymore. Carol's a badass, and she has gray hair. Why not? I know it's silly. Just work with me, guys. It's fine. No! Okay. That lady just tried to hug my face with her legs. Nope, 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 nope. What part of the military? I was in the army. I did not- oh jeez. She's gonna keep hoovering up all of the random things. I did not mean to pick that up. Y'all please don't break the bookshelves. Get down here, dude. Come on, Frank. Down here. Carol's a hottie. She really is. And as far as I'm concerned, she's like one of the characters that had like the most... I'm not gonna say she had the most growth. There's a lot of characters that over the seasons had a whole lot of growth as far as a character development goes. But her range for that character was really cool. I just thought it was refreshing to see a woman that was vulnerable in a vulnerable spot, having come from a bad past that was older and everything else like that, that you just don't see characters like that nowadays. It was nice and refreshing, and I was like, eh, she's a badass. I could be a badass, you know, one day when I grow up. That's what I want. I want to be Carol when I grow up, okay? She was your favorite character? She was a really good character. I've actually been going back through and watching The Walking Dead again. I'm right at that part where they start talking to Negan. You know, he starts showing up and it's like such a pain to try and get through that section. When I grow it out, very blonde. Got to enjoy it for 2 years, then boldness started. So what to do? Kept trying to anything out. What the hell? Shaved it. Oh, baldness. Okay, I gotcha, gotcha. Boldness is, yeah. Your hair was being very bold. I gotcha. Never went back. Just did the. Hey, as soon as it starts thinning on top, just shave it. There's nothing wrong with a shaved head. It's nice too. I always thought it was odd because when I was growing up, I had a bus driver that had a comb over. You know what I'm talking about? When they just like comb over and try to hide the fact they're going bald. And I'm like, just shave it. Just shave it. There's nothing wrong with a dude having a shaved head. Nothing. Ma'am. Hello? Just remember, if you shave your head, make sure you wear sunscreen. Heck, yeah. I have got this thing of, as soon as it starts getting above 50 regularly, I wear my hair up in a ponytail all the time. All the time. And before I know it, I burn the back of my neck. And my part that's right here, I'll get a burn along that too. It's really stupid. It happens every single time. Her and Daryl had the most growth? Really, they did. Now, I can tell you, I don't know if you guys have seen the newer series where the offshoots that happened. I have to say, out of all the ones that I watched, I really did not care for Daryl's new series. I think they could have done it so much better. I did not mean to pick that up. It was just very odd to me, out of all the characters that they chose to take him to France.
Imagine that'd be like if you sent Bam to France.
Yeah, it was just an odd choice. Which I guess maybe the reason they did it was because it was such an odd choice, but man. That and the whole... If you're going to do a series where you expect people to read subtitles, continue to make it to where people do subtitles. Don't arbitrarily change languages because it's convenient. Just either keep it all English unless they're talking to each other in French, because this is like a pet peeve of mine whenever they do a bilingual something or another. If you're going to do a bilingual, keep it bilingual. Have them talk in French, because that's what they should do, unless they're talking to the American who speaks English. There were two French people that just arbitrarily, that don't know each other, they're not friends, they're not buddies, they didn't know each other for a long time, just walked up to each other and started talking English. And it's like, but you guys are both French. Wouldn't you just assume somebody else there was French? Like when people walked up to Daryl, they automatically talked French to him, and it wasn't until after he said, I only know English, that he changed. And so it was like, never knowing whether or not I was going to be reading subtitles or not. It was very, very confusing. That, and I was also, if you guys are not interested in watching movies or series where you have to read to understand most of what's going on, that's probably not the one for you unless you understand French. Hey, clothes! I have clothing! Yay!
Nice. In here, there's a box pile, by the way.
Oh, nice. Ah, Constitution blueprint. I am so encumbered. I need to get out of here.
They fixed the ladder slightly. It's a bit easier to get in.
Okay.
You shouldn't fall and break your leg.
Even with subtitles, don't stop the subs for a different language. Yeah, because there was even a couple of times, and this one is the biggest pet peeve, if you've got two people who are speaking another language and they don't translate it for you. They translated everything else. There were occasions when they spoke English, but then there's just like some random 2 sentences or whatever that they just throw in there. It's like, we're not going to translate, and we're not going to allude to what was said by later conversation either. You're just out of luck. It's like, but why?
Yeah. It's like, yeah, why don't you know this other language?
Like, I took the classes, I just suck at other languages. I mean, I'll just hands down say whenever it comes to learning other language, I am so bad at it. I get the concepts, I get the... Let me put it this way, if I think long and hard about the terminology, I can speak the language, but the translation coming back at my head cannot translate it back into my language. It doesn't do it. I don't know why, it just doesn't.
All I remember from French at school is the one time I got saying my name wrong, and I said, my name is Toilet.
I always joke that the subtitle people fell asleep for that part. Yeah, it's like they didn't translate it, so it's just like, it's just keep you guessing. Like, they just didn't do the subtitles for that one particular section for no real reason.
Now, the AI was restarting that powers the subtitles.
Maybe. And I mean, that was okay, and I'll be honest with you, the one with Marchand and Rick, The concept was interesting, but the ending part of that, when all the tension was supposed to be high, and I'm trying really hard to not give away details, but there was a huge amount of tension about what was going on during the last, what was it, episode and a half or something like that? Where they were at, the location, the things that were happening to the location, and the fact that they had to stop in both locations to do it, even though the other things were going on, was very freaking confusing. It's like, oh no, there's tension. We could die at any moment. Let's stop and do it here too. Okay. And then they would fight again. Okay.
You know, the rule of the wasteland then. Thou shall get sidetracked.
Sidetracked. They definitely got sidetracked. A lot. Hello. Man. Anyway, if you guys watch that series, you're going to know exactly what it is I'm talking about. And it's just like it throws... It does not seem like this is a good time for the thing that they chose to do, you know? You know, just wait until you're a little safer or something. Are these actual containers? Yeah, they're actual containers. Okay. Maybe not there, put it there. It's been, what, 3 years? Not since the recent stuff came out.
Yeah,
The new
Dixon was only
series?
a few months ago.
Yeah. The latest one was just last month. The one with the Negan and Maggie? That one just came out, well, it came out on Netflix just last month. And that one, in my opinion, is interesting. There was a couple of dumb parts in there, but of course you can't have The Walking Dead if you don't have the occasional dumb part. But like the last 10 minutes of the 6 episodes was the best part, because it actually got to the point about what was going on. It got to the plot of what this series was going to be about, and that was the... Well, I guess you could say that about all of those. They did 6 episodes, and it was like the last 10 minutes where it actually told you what was going to happen in this series, you know? The OG
Sounds like an
Walking Dead,
episode
yeah.
of Dragon Ball.
Huh?
Sounds like an episode of Dragon Ball where one fight takes up an entire season.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, basically. Not the OG Walking Dead, but with Rick and what... yeah, I didn't even know when that one came out. I just happened to pull up Netflix one time when I was bored looking for something. And those, the one with Rick, and then the one with Daryl and them were up. And the one with Negan and Maggie just came out, I think it was last month. Yeah, so out of all 3 of them, the concept around what Rick and Michonne are doing and what they have done and how it ended seems interesting and could impact the old crew. With what Daryl's doing, I have no idea. I don't know how you can have so much plot armor to bring the person that it shows up, I'm not going to spoil it, the person that shows up at the end that is concerned about the situation, I don't know how they bring that individual to him and how that coalesces without it seeming like, okay, this was arbitrary plot armor that allowed this to happen. That's why this happened, is because the plot forced it to happen. It's not something that's realistic. Now, the stuff that happened with Negan and Maggie, that was... I don't even know. The final episode making it actually worth watching the rest of it, so I guess in order to find out whether or not that one's going to be worth it, you're actually going to have to watch the next season, because like I said, it didn't even seem like cohesive storyline in any way that really was going to come from it until the last 10 minutes. And even then, I'm kind of on the fence on whether or not it's actually going to make any sense afterwards. You know? Because they treat the series as a game, and well, you know, yeah. It should be interesting to see whether or not they can expand each one of those series and then eventually bring them back as one, because I'll be honest with you, I wish The Walking Dead would come back. I wish the Walking Dead OG series, they hadn't have stretched it out so far. I mean, like, if you were making bread, they stretched it to breaking point, and then beyond that, they broke it apart into 2 different sections, they put it in 2 different pans, and then threw it on the floor a couple of times. And then they started bringing it back, because I don't know what happened with the writing, but it kind of went a little wonky. But...
No, they weren't making a loaf, they were making flatbread.
yeah, kinda. You know, like, they were going for sourdough, and it was coming off like a flatbread cracker or something or another. I don't know. I don't know exactly what happened. There was a huge issue with them introducing a bad guy that was really cool and interesting, and then stretching it out so far that it was unbelievable that by the time the good guys got their hands on the bad guy, that they wouldn't have killed him. The governor, why was he allowed to live that long? Negan, why was he allowed to live that long? They had the option to kill him a few times, and they chose not to.
Just out of curiosity, when do we start getting like pure water?
Once we get a distiller.
All right.
It's a long way away.
Yeah. You're better off doing the boiling water.
The dysentery trance then.
Yeah, you're better off doing the boiling water and just getting you one of those purified waters out of the vending machine and having that as like the final thing in case you need it.
Okie dokie.
Yeah, if you end up getting dysentery, a distilled water will fix 20%.
Yeah. The main series should have ended long ago. It really should have, and I think people would have liked it better if they had have ended it off sooner. And then the final group of bad guys, the Whisperers, which were a very interesting group of bad guys. But even that, she should not have lived. Plain and simple.
And they weren't they?
She shouldn't have
weren't
lived.
The final ones, but that was... The Whisperers was where I lost interest.
Yeah, they should not have lasted that long. They lasted a whole lot longer than they should have. And I'll be honest with you, and I don't mean to sound off about this, but I don't think that the lady that they had that played Alpha actually had the charisma to do what she did. What they gave her credit for doing, saying that she had the ability to make you forget and do what she says, to make you want to do what she wants you to do without actually having to ask that. Like that young lady whose sister had the kid. She just killed the woman, her sister, for Alpha without even being asked. And I'm like, I've sit here and listened to this woman. I've listened to her talk. I've seen the way she snake-like moves, which is really weird. And she's an interesting bad guy, but I don't think she has the charisma to pull off making someone else think that they should do that. And then them doing it. To me, her as a character did not seem like she had that element. If it was Negan, maybe he had the charisma. But not her. And definitely not for that long. The saving was Beta. Yeah, he seemed like more like the type that would actually be in charge of a group like that. He was a very odd character, and his finale, him walking with the Horde, and that him actually hearing them talking, that was a really good ending. I mean, that was a good ending for a bad guy, is what I'm saying. It made sense that he was hearing that. Keeping a stock of vitamins early to offset dysentery helps. Yes, it does, but in my other playthrough, vitamins are not really easy to find. But that could be different on a server. I have no idea.
Yeah, I got bored of The Walking Dead around the Whisperers. And then I still haven't actually watched the last season with whatever the final bad guy is, that group.
Mm-hmm.
Forget the name of them.
I'm actually trying to remember. Hang on. Seriously, so right now, do we want to go ahead and talk about my surprise party in November? Because I can plan it now and I won't remember later. I just finished watching The Walking Dead, oddly enough, not that long ago, and I don't remember. I mean, I've already started again, but This is the reason why I can't continue to watch these series over and over and over again. I've got a bad memory.
I know we planned you a surprise party last year.
We just forgot to do it. Okay.
I'm definitely going to need to make a note of it so I can at least try and do something nice for it.
A home wife becoming the leader of the Whispers created them. No, if you wanted the girls, she should have been toxic, not suppressed wife of an abusive husband that died. The thing is that housewife was apparently manipulative before that situation. She was, if there was an abusive relationship, she was the abuser in that relationship. She was manipulative, and she did that to her daughter, supposedly. But all in all, her character did not seem that. And her, I don't know, the whole interaction between her and Negan, if you know what I mean, was way off base. I don't.
I didn't see that coming.
Yeah, that was kind of gross, especially since she kept the mask on. That whole situation, I was like, it's kind of gross. Anyway, yeah, she did not seem like the right type of character. Honestly, if you're in a pack and you're running alpha, beta, this, that, or the other, you don't run the female as the alpha in a survival situation. I'm sorry, as a female, I'm going to say stick to the gender norms. The male would have been the alpha. Plain and simple. He had the bearing of it. He had the presence to be that type of character. Now, if she was his secondary, but she was also manipulative and able to get people to do what she said, I would understand that more than him being submissive to her. But then again, Beta was only submissive to her. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't get it, but...
It would have made more sense if they were like, instead of one being submissive to the other, they were more equal.
Yeah. Leadership through menace only works for a small group. The Whisperers were a large organization. A large organization that didn't actually interact with each other all that often. Mostly they were walking zombies around and only interacted with Alpha and Beta rarely, from what I could see. I don't know how she would have... If you're going to have a character that manipulates people into following, she has to have a constant presence, because if she's not there to offer that presence, that manipulation, then they're going to have thoughts of leaving. Now, maybe they were just so comfortable in the fact that they could be in the middle of the swarm and they were taken care of. Maybe, but I don't know. Like I said, she didn't have the bearing of it. If it had been a warrior woman of some sort, I don't know, think of Zoe off of Firefly. I think she could have been alpha. She's a badass. I think someone like that could have actually been an alpha, but she would not have been able to... I don't think that character could pull off manipulative. It's just my thoughts. I don't think she would have been able to pull off manipulative. I'm trying to think if I know of any... If I know of any female actresses that could... Thank you for the plans. I appreciate it. Is this a Fred reference? I feel like this is a Fred reference. If there's a female... Oh, man. Who would have been good for that kind of part? She did not convey the nurturer vibe. No, she did not. She could, but no story showed it. Yeah, it is more like... It's the same thing that I said that was wrong with the Fear the Walking Dead. They told, not showed, and therefore it made it unbelievable. They did the same thing with Alpha. They told you that she was manipulative and she could do that without actually showing you how she did it, how she... You can't look at what they did and say, I can understand why people thought that. If you look at Negan's character and what he did for the Saviors, you can understand why they would do anything for him, because they really thought he was a savior. And while he killed people, he taunted people, he was a horrible person, he took care of his group. Alpha did not do that. She did not take care of her group. She forced them to do whatever it was she wanted to do, and they could have just left. We saw the submissive woman in the nothing, and then she jumped into the leader of the whispers. Exactly. You have to show, not tell. I think the phrase is called stolen valor. It's like, instead of actually seeing how she became that, they showed, I don't know, I've already forgotten where she was at. I think it was like a school or something like that, where she met Beta, and it showed her being manipulative and everything else like that, but it didn't actually show her transition at all. I guess maybe they didn't want us to see that. Maybe the only reason we knew as much about Negan as we did is because they kept him alive? I don't know. And we saw the same for Beta, and nothing earned or make her the leader of the group. She made the whispers. The thing is Beta did not necessarily earn the whispers, but you could look at his character, his demeanor, and everything else like that and say, okay, I can see why people follow him. It's the apocalypse. He's a big, tall dude who has a very menacing bearing. You can see why people would follow him. Weirdly, the better example is Carol. She was both a nurturer and a supreme combatant. And every single time there was a bad situation or a situation she was not sure of, her demeanor immediately changed to submissive and, oh gosh, dearies me, and everything else like that, until she could feel her way into a new position. Whenever they showed up in Alexandria, the first thing she did was turn back into the nurturing mom. She cooked for them, she wore nice clothes, she was nice to everybody, but immediately she changed over to the other person when they got attacked. Whenever they took on Negan's first group, whenever they decided to go from survivors to actual killers and took on Negan's first group, Carol was outside with Maggie, and they got captured by the small group that hadn't made it back. And the first thing that Carol did was hyperventilate and cry and ask for her rosary and everything, and everybody even Maggie looked at her weird. She's like, what the hell are you doing? Because she was playing into the part so that they would be caught off guard by her. So in that way, I guess you could say she was manipulative. She did it great, but yeah, Alpha, no. Yeah, it's called acting. Exactly. She did a really good job. That was her survival instinct, whereas like Rick and all of them, menacing, can take care of, make everybody think you're crazy kind of thing. Carol was just like, I'm completely submissive. I'm not a threat. I'm just a nice person. They kept me alive. So nobody thought, anything about it. It was just, yeah. Alpha never acted. Alpha never really did anything besides worm her way back and forth while she was talking like this, which I never understood and was actually quite annoying. Alpha did try. She infiltrated the market at Alexandria. Was that at Alexandria or was that the Kingdom? I thought she was at the Kingdom. Same language as a revival preacher? I don't know about that. No, she just reminded me of someone who was pretending she was Medusa. And that was like her every time. And the way she talked, it was like she was channeling her inner Medusa. The way she like slowly hissed out her words, the way she moved. I'm not sure what her instruction was, but that was the character that she went with. I never quite understood it.
Liz, you said about us sharing and dumping into each other's inventory or not to do it.
Mm-hmm.
I've just figured out. So the two buttons, the red one will dump into your own boxes, the white one will dump into any container nearby.
Oh, I've just been dumping stuff in. I've been using the white one, so I've probably dumped my stuff into all of the boxes.
I just yeah. So
sorry, guys. I took up room inside your boxes with random things. And still Alpha appeared. Only the story she was abusive, and her husband died in the chaos. Joker, how you doing? Thank you. And still Alpha appeared, only the story was she was abusive. Hold on, she was abused or she was abusive. And her husband died in the chaos. That actually showed up in the thing, but it almost made it seem like she had manipulated her husband and her daughter didn't know who she was until afterwards. I am doing okay. We're talking The Walking Dead. I'm actually on here probably past what I should be, but we got to talking about The Walking Dead and character stuff. I don't know if you watched The Walking Dead and some of the bad guys on The Walking Dead, but we were having a discussion about Alpha, and it does not seem like she actually had the ability to be the character that she played. Whether it was bad story writing on their part, it was the Whisperer dynamic was amazing. I felt like at one point or another, from the first episode to, I don't know exactly what season it was, where Alexandria was taken over by zombies and they went in there and were wearing the guts and everything like that, but I feel like they didn't use that often enough, their camouflage. So the fact that they actually created a bad guy that could walk amongst the dead was actually a very cool concept. The Whisperers in general were a great bad guy group because you never knew where they were. You never knew which zombies you had to watch out for. Like they said, watch their hands. The problem is Alpha. Not Beta. Alpha was the weird one. Beta would have been... It would make sense if he was in charge. Alpha was supposed to be this queen at manipulation, and people were doing things for her. Like one chick murdered her sister who had just had a kid because her sister was kind of acting off, and without even asking for it, without saying anything, she just took her sister out. Because she said she knew Alpha would want her to do that, and Alpha didn't even have to ask. And I'm like, did Alpha even have the charisma for something like that? She did not seem like she had the charisma for something like that.
Alright, I've got some meds that'll help with that.
Alpha doesn't fit the role like Negan and the Governor. And the Governor, no offense, but I think the Governor was supposed to be kind of a wacko, and he did have a charisma at the start, and he fell apart like you would figure a bad guy would. They should have killed him earlier. It's just, they should have. It makes no sense on why they wouldn't have. And then Negan had the most charisma out of all of the bad guys. And also it's very, very weird that the one with the most charisma basically bowed down and did Alpha, the one with the least amount of charisma out of all the bad guys in The Walking Dead. I don't understand that. I don't get it. The tank attack was messed up? Yes, it was. It really was. It does surprise me whenever the Governor rolled up with that tank and all those people who didn't really know him rolled up. It would be different if it was like the group who, you know, before he killed everybody. If that was the group that came over from Woodbury, I would understand them standing behind him after they made the offer. You can come live with us, we'll figure this out and everything. But this was a brand new group. He really didn't have a whole lot of say with the group and everything. Not to mention the Governor was better at manipulation than Alpha was. He did a great job at doublespeak. But he managed to convince this other group that, no, we're just going to take the prison from somebody and not even listen to them after we behead this dude with one leg that is ancient while his hands are tied behind his back. Yeah, let's follow that guy. Yeah, Herschel. When they beheaded Herschel, I mean, think about it. Herschel's an old man. He's got one leg. They tied his hand behind his back. And this dude was like, hey, I'm all bad, and you got to get out of there, and we're going to come in and take that place. And to prove my point, let me off the old dude. Yeah.
Just trying to help them out.
Yeah, that other group should not have followed him after that, which all of one person decided they wouldn't follow him. It's the closest thing they had to a doctor. Yeah, it was.
I like how we've put our beds right under the only hole in the roof.
Isn't it funny the amount of ammo they have? It is, and it's also funny that despite all of the fighting and everything, that they could still find so many shells for that tank.
That makes the fuel for it was still good.
Yeah. And the fuel in that game should have ran out a long time ago unless it was diesel, or unless they're actually making their own sort of biofuel, which I never saw anybody talking about making biofuel. They're out there running these cars that obviously didn't run on diesel.
I don't know what a tank could run on.
Yeah, I have no idea. It's an entertaining show, but logic and science went out the window. Yes.
Oh yeah, it is zombies.
The fuel was only a few months old by that point. At what, the prison? It was more than a few months.
Yeah, they had
I
a
don't
whole
know
crop
how
going.
long it was between when Rick passed out and when he woke up in the hospital by himself, but that couldn't have been more than, what, maybe a week? 2 weeks tops. And then, of course, she had her kid. That's 9 months. So, give or take a year after the apocalypse. Possibly. Between the prison and the city, you saw 2 years? It might have been 2 years. I don't know exactly how long it was. Time kind of does a weird thing. I can tell you from the farm to when they found the prison, approximately 9 months, because she announced that she was pregnant at the farm. So, 9 months-ish, possibly less. One series I wish hadn't gone away, but they had already canceled it and everything. It was The Colony. And it had that guy from Lost in there, Sawyer. I've already forgotten the guy's name. But it had her, and it had the guy that played Sawyer from Lost, and then the chick from The Walking Dead in it playing the mom. And it was an interesting storyline. It was different. And I really wish it hadn't gone anyway, but they canceled it. It sucked. You think the gas is the issue? What about the battery? That's a very good point. What about any of the stuff, to be honest with you? Any of the things. How many times can you just leave a vehicle sitting there for 5 months and it just cranks up? Yeah. Lost drove you nuts. Watched it right up to the end. Want to go drop it off so many times, but damn thing wouldn't let me go. Yeah, no kidding. I hated the way they wrapped it up. It was like, basically everything was a dream. It wasn't actually a dream. They were all already, I'm not going to give it away in case people haven't watched it, but I'm not going to. They did the, woo, that's how all of that made sense. There could have been so many cool storylines in there, and they just ended it that way. The ending was a cop-out. Thinking back on it, I don't think that there is a way that they could have ended that series and it makes sense. Except for the way that they did. Sadly. It would have been nice if it had been another way, if they could have figured out how to tie all of that information in together. But I don't think that there is a way that they could have tied everything together. There were quite a few things I was hoping we were going to find out more information about. Nighttime sucks, it really does. And just sitting here bored.
See, the
Hubby didn't want to
nighttime
stream
bit
today. He
longer.
went out of town. Someone was cleaning out some stuff, found a wood chipper, and they were talking about scrapping it. He wanted to go check it out before they scrapped it to see whether or not there was a way he could get it to work. Because we still have that tree down, and we got a lot of limbs that are down, and it would be great to be able to make our own wood chips out of some of that. Because the guy that I get my wood chips from went up by $50.
Yeah.
But I think I'm going to go ahead and end off the stream. Now that we've just sit here and randomly talked about bad guys from The Walking Dead. Oh, I don't know how many of you are going to watch this. It's probably not something that you guys are going to watch, but maybe you have like kids, grandkids, or something like that that might go watch the Minecraft movie. Just as a warning, if there are folks of a sensitive nature at all, there is a reference to a big content creator that used to play Minecraft. And there's a reference to him, and when Tigress saw that, she kind of teared up. She's like, I didn't want them to get in my feels like that. But there is a reference to that, so if you have... I don't know if there's any Minecraft content watchers here. Yeah, so you guys have already seen. I didn't want to give it away, but...
I haven't watched it yet.
Yeah, there's
I
a...
haven't seen.
I'm not sure if you guys know who he was, but Technoblade, there's a reference.
So that was my first guess.
Yeah, there's a reference to him. So just so you know, we found out about that today, and tigers came running through the house with their voice cracking and everything. I was just figured out to let y'all know if you didn't know. Now you got your warning. Waterworld is also a reference. I did not know that. Yeah, Techno. And Tiger's got herself one of those little plushies back in the day. And it was so cute. But anyway, I'm not going to get into all that because the whole situation's kind of sad. But I was just going to let you guys know if y'all are going to see the movie that a reference does happen in case you have someone who followed them. Just be ready to know that the reference is there. Let me see. Let me see. We need to find somebody to raid. I'm gonna go ahead and... no, I'm not. I was supposed to say I'm gonna go ahead and end off my recording, but lately whenever I end off my recording, it freezes up my entire PC for no reason. So I need to end off my streams first. Let me see. Is there anybody I can raid? I'll redirect to.
I dropped a couple of blocks on the ground there, Brett.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm gonna redirect to tomorrow's stream. I do apologize, there's a chance tomorrow's stream might actually change. I've got it for us doing Fallout 76, but we might actually be playing Outlast Trials because there's a new update that came out and it looks to be like a new map and stuff like that, and I may want to try that one. What do you guys think? Do we play Outlast Trials? Because the update where people can try to escape is out.
I don't know if the update is time limited, so...
Yeah, I don't know either, which is the reason why I kind of want to jump on it in case they do limit it. So we might wind up playing that one, but I will try and make it over this one right here so you guys will be able to find it. Anyway, I will see you guys next time. Thank you guys so much for being here. I will see you in tomorrow's live stream. You have a wonderful day, if not, and you stay shiny. Bye! We're going to end off for the YouTubes. End.
Bye, YouTube.